Hello and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to this month's Off the Board with Pineapple Papers. The series started by Crystal, my friend Crystal, who is Pineapple Papers here on YouTube. And if you recall, in July, Crystal did a video a day using pins that she had pinned on her Pinterest boards, and as most of us, we pin, and we never get around to using it. So she did that series. Many of us participated, and then we've decided to keep it going with one day a month, and it being the last Wednesday of the month, we will be doing a process video, or in my case, a layout chair. So here is the pin that I chose for this month. I love ceramics, I love ceramic tiles, and I love the sort of Mediterranean type, the Portuguese, the Spanish, the Greek type designs with ceramics. So I found this pin on my board, and I thought, okay, that's what I'm going to do, because I had already decided on the photo that I wanted to use, because baby Diego arrived in August, on the 11th of August actually, and so I decided straight away that I wanted to do that little photo in Gwen's baby album, and Gwen loves mixed media, so I said I have to do the mixed media, and Gwen is a combination of Portuguese and Guatemalan, so I thought, okay, I need to do a lovely little background. So that was all nice and easy, and then I sent myself down a little bit of a rabbit trail, because then that reminded me of a layout that I had done in one of our Secret Not Secret Kit Club parties last year, I think, at some point, and this was one of Christy's challenge using a logo, and I used this stencil on the background because of these tiles in the photo, but also because this kind of ceramic design is the logo of the city of Porto. So there you go. So originally I had a different stencil planned, I had different paper planned. I was going to do this on a very vanilla cardstock, but then the photo, it was not quite a good match. White was too stark. And then I had this lovely 49 and Market paper in one of my discovery kits from Khristina. Let me just put that there so that we can see it throughout. And this paper is just, it's so thick, it's gorgeous, just beautiful to work with. And this is from 49 and Market Serendipitous. So I got this large stencil out. There we go, this very, very large 12 by 12. It's an Americana stencil called Doily. There you go. So it's a rather large doily. So I got that out. And then I got this Bria Reese metallic texture paste. And it's sort of, it's not silver, it's not gray. It's sort of a charcoal, glittery charcoal. It's just beautiful, and it matched perfectly, I found, with the background paper. My original idea had been to work in the navies. That went with the baby album kit. But at the end of the day, I just love this layout, and I'm pretty sure Gwen will as well. So the first thing I did, just straight on the background, I put the stencil down, offset it just slightly so that I could see some of these details that are already on the paper and that are just gorgeous. A little bit of sort of a background, second generation stamping, watercoloring, splattering, just gorgeous. So I offset it a little bit, and then this middle here, of course, just gives you the perfect bullseye to put the photo. So it's a small, it's a little bit more than a 3 by 3, but it's not a 4 by 4. I cropped it a little bit. And then I just took some scraps that I had on my desk. If you've been following me, you know that I'm doing my Stash Dive spending freeze as well. And I had found this lovely 6x6 paper pad, which I used on on a layout and on a TN spread. So I had some scraps left. I had some scraps left from a previous baby album layout using all of that fun Bo Bunny Little Wonders and Pebbles Lullaby and Pink Paisley Little Adventurer. So I had some scraps left of that. So I just did lots of layers, and then I have this lovely little piece of Maggie Holmes paper on the back that comes from the paper pad that my friend Sharon sent me. So I just did lots of layering. I had this little tiny piece left. This was a sort of 6-inch long piece, and then I had like, what, 1.5 inches or so left of this, so I just sort of fishtailed it and stuck it there. I thought it was cute, and what else was I going to do with it? I just got all my layers done, put this up on foam, and put the photo down. And then from there, I said, okay, where do I go from here? Because really, between the background paper, the stenciling, and all the layers here, you really need very little. And this photo is just so precious. So I really just wanted, I guess, to just bring you into the photo so that this part of the layout would be there in the background and beautiful, but not take over. So I thought I would just do a teeny little bit of diagonal embellishing. This came from the Maggie Holmes 12x12 paper pad as well. This was a 3x4 journaling card. I fussy cut this floral out because the colors were perfect. And then I just inked it with a gray ink so that I would have a little bit of the distressed or vintage feel. And I tucked that in there. Then again, from that same, another 3x4 card on that same 12x12 paper, I punched this out using a 2-inch punch. Life is Lovely. Inked that around, put that there. And then, as I always do, just sort of filled in my little holes. And then I had this that I had found that matched this sort of little kit perfectly from Teresa Collins' Life Emporium. Oh, it's very early Sunday morning here. I seem to have trouble speaking. I'm sorry. So, Teresa Collins' Life Emporium from 2014. I had a few of these left. I got them used up between this layout and another layout, which will be up later in October on my channel. The telephone hop game, we're having that again. So I got those on here, and then I went to get a lovely sequin mix from Spiegel Mom Scraps that had these gorgeous little silver mirrored type stars and just some black sequins, you see, and I got that up there. So just filled in the little blanks with there, then just put Diego in these thickers, these glittery, and again, they're sort of a glittery gray, so it all matched perfectly. And there you have it, at the end of the day, a very simple layout. I think changing the stencils and the mixed media that I wanted to use, and then all of the supplies, choosing a new set of supplies probably actually took me longer than putting the whole layout together. So there we go. I will show you the pin one more time, and I will put it up on Instagram if I can remember to do that when I post the layout. Pop on down below. There is a whole series of linked channels below of all of my scrappy friends that are going to participate. Maybe not every month. So every month as you go through, you may find some that are doing the off the board for this month, some that are not. We are all participating as often as we possibly can. So pop on down below and you'll be sure to find some off the board with pineapple paper projects today to inspire you. So there you have it. Thanks for being here. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, and I will see you again soon. Have a lovely day. Bye.